Welcome hunters! In this video I'm going to show you my method for farming Nightpollen blossom efficiently in Monster Hunter Wilds. If you only want the achievement or just want to farm this is the guide for you. The farming route, Nightpollen blossoms have been patched a few times. It's not as straightforward as it used to be. And while searching for this myself, I found out that there are a lot of old ways that either don't work anymore or you need to quit the game, which I don't feel the way it was intended to be done. And next to that, I see a lot of people not actually explaining some very important parts on how to do this properly. So let's get into it. Each full run takes roughly about 10 minutes. At the end of the video, I will give you some extra tips to make your downtime more productive so you can farm extra materials along the way. First thing what you need to know, the Nightpollen only blooms during a full moon, meaning you need to know when there is a full moon. In Monster Hunter Wilds, there are 7 moon phases and you will need to track them to time your run correctly. So how do you track your moon? To keep an eye on the moon, I recommend setting up Area 9, Lookout Hill in the plains. Rest up and set your time to plenty in the evening. It does work on other seasons, only problem is you cannot see the moon properly and the plenty season has no clouds. The Nightpollen only blossoms when the full moonlight hits. So when you rest at the evening, it takes about 5 minutes for the moon to show up. When the moon shows up, you know exactly what cycle the moon is in. If you're lucky, it will be a full moon. But to help you, I will show a small infographic on what state the moon is, and basically you can count out how many rest periods you need to get to the full moon. The downside to this method is that per Nightpollen run it can take up to 3000 guild points. And even if you do what I do and farm a little bit around, you even get some guild points back, so I don't see that as a big issue. Now that you know how to track the moon, let's get the farming going. So there are 2 spots on the plains. The first spot is close to Area 9, the Lookout Hill. Just follow my path down over the river and next to the tree you will find the first Nightpollen. It's really hard to miss. The way you get towards it, you can just directly press B and farm the pollen right away. You don't really actually have to wait for the moonlight to actually hit it. As soon as the full moon is there, you can farm it. The second flower is at Area 3. I suggest you set up a camp there too. So what you need to do is, after picking up the first flower, go towards Area 3 and get on your secret. When on your secret, hold the run button, run in towards the corner and then jump off it. It allows you to get up the ledge. You don't do the run button, you don't get up the ledge, so just trust me on that one. And then you can pick up the second Nightpollen blossom. And that's it. You've collected both. Not that hard, but you just need to know what to do and when to do it. And especially the moon cycles, nobody explains that. It's just like, oh, you need to get to the full moon. Yeah, when is the full moon? And you want to know and to track that specifically, knowing when and how to rest. So with that method, you now know where you are when you farmed the Nightpollen, so you know how many rests you need for the next batch, and you can just rinse and repeat. Again, takes 3000 guild points per run, but you don't have to wait that long anymore. So what is the Nightpollen actually used for? So the Nightpollen can be traded for rare items like the gold melding ticket, and the gold melding ticket can be exchanged in Suja at the melding pot. We're basically getting a lot of decorations at once. It gives you 1500 points, which is quite a lot. I think there is not any item that has more, which allows you to basically get a lot of decorations at once. Basically allowing you to buy the decorations you need for your specific builds. Especially at lower levels, this can be an outcome if you're still missing specific decorations to finish that one specific build you're after. And other than that, you need Nightpollen to get the achievement Explorer of the Eastlands, where you need to obtain 10 different special items of rarity 6. Time for the bonus tip. But you don't want to be standing around while waiting for these moon cycles and waiting for the in-game minutes to pass. You can better spend your time farming other rare materials that are in the plains, and here's how you do that. So I normally start my route going to Area 6, the Valley Hideaway. When arrived, I turn around and I go pick up that herb and go in. Here, if you're lucky, oh, and there you see him, a crab with an ancient coin. He's not always there, but if you're lucky, you can get him. When you got him, then we're basically moving to our second spot. We're moving to the groundwater vein. The groundwater vein camp, if you don't have it, there is a lot of good stuff. So when you're down the groundwater vein, you go to your left. If you're lucky, another crab with a coin is here. And there you see another crab with an ancient coin. Then you all have these Wilk gemstones, which gives you Wilk pebble, which is quite useful as resource. So we're basically moving around the cave here and moving towards the back. When you jump in the water, make sure you have your capture net, because you can actually grab some fish if you want. And here you have some Wilk pebble again, and you have the Wilk crystal outcrop, which will give you time honed Wilk gem, also a precious resource. Moving on, going to here and just making sure you mine all this. Right, we have enough time anyway, so just making sure that you grab everything you can. So here you can just basically fish, basically grab, and here I basically get some points, as we're using points for resting anyway, so we might get a few back. Here we have a drifting seaport, where we just grab quickly, and there are some fish here which you can pick up as well, and then basically turn around and get back at where you started roughly. So this small quick route, just you can do every time you want. It's normally a nice quick route also to get your ancient coins, but just to spend the time till you need to move back, and you're gonna go back to area 9 on the lookout hill. I hope this quick guide helped you farming the Nightpollen. Use it to get your achievement or get this gold melding tickets for getting your decorations. Leave a comment and a like if it helped you out, as it really helps out my channel. Subscribe for more Monster Hunter Wilds content. And as always, stay sharp and happy farming.